Just imagine frying up a slice of this, watching it shrivel and char, neither of you blinking as you casually sip warm gin from a Burger King Spider-Man 3 collector's cup. The edges of the slice begin to curl. They split. You are both fractured, you think. Or is it the meat clown who thinks that? Not sure. More gin. Sip and char, and sip. No smoke detected, thank God. You took the 9-volt out and used it in your blood pressure cuff. You drained it in a single afternoon. Over and over, inflate, too high. Deflate, inflate, too high. Deflate, inflate. Fat in the skillet pops and spatters your bare midriff, calling you back to the moment. The meat clown refocuses you. The meat clown knows you worry too much. The meat clown knows you scream in your sleep, which is why you don't sleep anymore. The meat clown knows why you scream, why you drink so much. The meat clown knows why you put a brick through your TV during a rerun of Maury Povich last week and why you ripped the wiring out of your bathroom wall. The meat clown knows too much. It knows deep down that you're no different than it. Just one meat clown cooking the other. You know he'd do the same to you if he was the one wearing the Bermuda shorts and his ex-wife mink slippers and you were between two slices of stale Wonder Bread. He'd feel the same too. Nothing personal, old friend. Hush now. It'll be over soon. No more pain, meat clown. No more pain. Carbamazepine. Tegretol, lithium, Zyprexa, Prozac, Paxil, Zoloft. Remember Zoloft? Meat-clown asks, his dead eyes suddenly full of life. Didn't fix a damn thing, but you had the trots for 6 months. There you were, crying and crapping and crying. That's not why Sarah left. It wasn't even the impotence, not that that helped matters. You were just too much, she had said and then split, leaving nothing but her mink slippers that are currently soaking up the gin that you've been sweating out for the last 3 days. Oh, you'd still be drinking if there was anything left, but things being what they are. You'd have to go out to get more, and that wasn't gonna happen. Today it was bad out there, sunny, 95 degrees, no clouds. Mostly, it was too big out there, just too damn big. Ativan, Xanax, Risperidone, Clonazepam. None of those had helped either. Focus, man, says Meat Clown from his bed of stale Wonder Bread. You're drifting. What were you doing just now? Grip the kitchen counter and sag. Your vision begins to white out. You stammer. Making a sandwich. Is this delirium tremens? Or that stroke you've been dreading since you watched Dad die? He did it right there on that very same sofa, laughing at the idiots on Maury Povich with you, but only out of half of his face, the right side drooping, his eye drifting offset as he was trying to watch both the TV and your spiraling horror seated to the right of him simultaneously. You asked if he was okay. Yes, said. Those were his last words. You still have no idea what he was trying to tell you. You resent him for that. You slide down the counter to the floor and the world slowly fades back into its proper place. Your proper place. This closet you call an apartment. The concrete floor is cool on your sweat-slicked skin. You roll to your back and whisk your limbs against it, back and forth. You roll over and struggle to your knees to examine your work. You actually smile. There, in the dust and breadcrumbs, is the only art you've produced in the last 6 months. Sweet angel of despair, you say. Meat Clown scoffs at you from the counter. You always were shit with titles. It's time, Meat Clown says. The Wonder Bread muffles his voice, much like a pillow would do. You're pretty sure he's been crying. It's a sound you're very familiar with, the sound of voice choking on words as spit, snot, and tears soak a pillow. Your voice is lower pitched than Meat Clown's. Your words are usually less comprehensible than his. Between the two of you, Meat Clown is the reasonable one. If he was a soprano, you'd swear you'd travel back in time to 6 weeks ago, and that the plaintive, muffled words were Sarah's. Only she hadn't said, "It's time." She had said, "I can't." She had said it 53 times. You had counted. She had thought you were sleeping. You had let her believe that. If she had known that you had heard her, it would have broken her. You couldn't let her know that you knew. She had been through enough already. You knew that too. She doesn't know that you knew. You're glad it's that way. You had let her cry, knowing that she wouldn't be beside you in the morning. And you had done so out of kindness. She'd be as crazy as you if she had stayed. Release me. Those words are meat clowns. You think. You crawl to the counter and pull yourself to your feet. Your knees are a little weak, but your vision is clear. You're stable enough, you think, for the moment. Your hand is steady as you reach for the top slice of bread. You remove it. "No!" Meat Clown screams. "No, no, 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 no!" "I can't," you say flatly. "Not yet." There is no perceptible change on Meat Clown's charred face, but his tone shifts from fear to anger. "It's time when I say it's time. You know this." "What would happen if I didn't?" "Suffering." "Aren't we doing that already?" That's when it happens. Charred edges of Meat Clown's face begin to glow like cinders that crackle and spark. "Fine then," Meat Clown says. "Let's see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Hop, hop, little bunny. Little bunny. Little bunny. Little bunny." Meat Clown's voice rises higher and higher, louder and louder, becoming a feedback squeal on a tape delay, ripping through your eardrums and stabbing deep into the folds of your temporal lobes. It becomes more than sound. It becomes a platonic ideal of orange. It blinds you with its vividity, sears your nostrils and tongue with a citrus so tart that it burns. All 5 senses are awash in tangerine, but it is your mind which is being peeled. Violently, you claw for the slice of Meat Clown. You shove it into your mouth in a large wad and chew like it's the nuclear launch code and the terrorists are drilling through the silo door. You swallow. The sensations fade as the meat cloud hits your stomach acid. The tangerine nightmare becomes usual muffled screams. These too fade until you can barely hear him sobbing. "I'm sorry," he says, over and over. You will only say it once, but not yet. You stand there staring at the grease stains on the slices of Wonder Bread on the floor and counter. One looks like a strange man. His face never seems to settle. Its features constantly shifting. The other stain is Sarah. It's always Sarah. You blink, then turn to the refrigerator and swing the door open. "Hello," says Meat Clown. He's there. He's always there. "I'm sorry," you reply.